Yes, everyone has joined actually. So yes, hello everyone. This is Praveen here. I hope you are doing good. Now we are live. I hope so. Yes, people are there. Is it taking time? No, Rowan. I think we are live now. You can see us. Yes, Raghu has joined. So what about others? How many people are joining? I can see just yes, it's happening. Yeah, hi all. Hi Raghu. Raghu is telling hi to everyone. Yes. I think it's live. So just let me check on my YouTube channel also if we are live or not. Right? I can see that. Okay, 30 people are watching us. Okay, great, great. That's okay. So yes, hi all. Very good evening. So today's agenda is very simple. So I have all the DevOps engineers in front of you from various companies. Basically, it's the service and the product-based companies, right? And we will talk with them. I will take your queries. They will be answering your queries, right? So that is what we will see today. And basically, you can ask any sort of queries, right? In terms of your journey or any type of queries like batch 3.0 queries, anything you can ask to these people, right? Yes, everyone is telling good evening, right? Yes, I have closed that. So yes, thank you all for joining. I have Hemant with me, I have Shweta with me, I have Rishabh with me, and Maheshwari with me, right? So good evening everyone. So let's start with Hemant's introduction. Hemant, you are very much welcome to my channel, and thank you for coming, right? You can introduce yourself to the viewers, those who are watching us.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, Praveen, for inviting me. And yeah, to start with, I've started my career long way back with TCS, and it took time for me to understand that I'm working in a DevOps project. Later on, when I understood the theme and I've connected the dots and I understood the entire flow, then I started learning each tool one by one, and that's how I've picked up. Basically, there are no people to train and mentor like you, maybe at that time, and there are less of resources as well. Learning content is also very less. We have to search on our own, learn things, understand things, and then appear for interviews and then give interviews. So that is how my journey started.
Okay,
After
that's
that,
it.
yeah,
So
the
Hemant,
switch
which
to
organization you are working right now?
I'm working with Verizon right now.
Okay, great. That's great, Hemant. And thank you. You have taken your time to come on to my channel. I think your experience will be definitely helpful to the people, right? So, going on to the Shweta, right? So, Shweta, I remember we have closely talked in various sessions. I think we have connected many, many times, right? So, just introduce yourself, right? How your journey has started as a DevOps engineer, and what are the things you are actually learning, right? So just introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you so much, bro, for giving this opportunity. Hi, everyone. I'm Shweta S. Currently working as a software engineer in Delix Tech, and I have joined this month as a software engineer. Before that, I started my career in DevOps in third year. So I started learning with the DevOps tools and cloud, and I have done certifications in AWS and Azure. And even though I am posting regularly on LinkedIn about cloud and DevOps, so that's it from my side. And I have done courses with Praveen Bro as well.
Yeah, that's good. So Shweta, just a small introduction, right? 70 plus people are watching us, right? So you joined as an intern, right? From batch 2.0, right? Now you got a promotion also, right? So I'm really happy. Even I was not knowing that. And congratulations for what you have achieved, right?
Thank you so much, bro. Because even during the recessions, also I tried a lot getting placed in a company. Even though it's a startup, I learned many things while working with them, and I'm also working with the data analytics as well.
Okay, that's really great. So going on to Rishabh, right? So Rishabh, I have seen that you are a very enthusiastic person on LinkedIn. I noticed that you approached me, so I just wanted to introduce you also to my viewers, right? So go ahead with your small introduction.
Okay. Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you very much, Praveen, sir, for welcoming me and taking me here. My name is Rishabh Tripathi. I am working in Shiprocket Omni Limited, and I have like near about 4.2 years of experience, and that is totally in DevOps. So that's like about me.
Okay, that's great. So, just to everyone, right? Those who are watching us, just to know, make you all understand, right? I have called actually people from various companies, and they have wide variety of experience, right? From intern to recently getting promoted to experienced people. So that's all about Rishabh. So Maheshwari, thank you for joining. I know that we have again connected in various platforms, and please introduce yourself to the audience.
Thank you, sir. I got to know Praveen, sir, in the month of March. I was working as a chatbot developer in JMR Infotech, and then I learned DevOps concepts completely from Pradeep, sir. And then later I tried to interlink the chatbot with DevOps concept, and now my resume is going places where I'm getting interview calls. So I'm really thankful for that, and that's all from my side.
That's really great. That's really great. So as we go ahead, right, we will take certainly more number of questions, right? So let me ask you one straight question to everyone, those who are here, right? So what do you think that what has actually changed your way of thinking about DevOps after taking my course, right? Or what is your take, because you all are already working in DevOps, right? So what you have learned extra or additionally, or what you felt that okay, this is what I learned out of the 2 months classes. What is your thought on that? Anyone can answer this.
So,
So maybe
bro,
Praveen.
can
Okay, who
Okay,
wants to?
fine. Shweta, please go ahead.
Okay, Shweta, go ahead. Yes.
So, as a fresher, I was taken the course from Praveen Bro. So, when I was taking the course with Praveen Bro, I learned many things, and he gave me the real-time scenarios and projects to work with each tool. And even during the working as well, he will be checking like how much we have completed at the particular scenario. So we, if any doubts also, he will be clearing at the moment. So
Oh,
like this, I didn't see any kind of courses like.
okay, that's good. That's good. Thanks, Shweta. So apart from that, right? Maybe Hemant was trying to tell that. So Hemant, just tell to the people, those who are watching. I think 90 plus people are here. I didn't expect it, to be frank, that 90 plus people will be watching us. So go ahead, Hemant. Like, what are your key takeaways to all the students who are watching us right now?
So one thing I want to make it clear for everyone is there is no one project, one ideal project which covers everything in a real world or in any real job. So there are bits and pieces what we do or any specific part of the task we do in DevOps. But here in your course, we are covering starting to end, right from source code management to the deployment, covering all the sections. So that might not be the actual case while really working for a DevOps job. So connecting all the dots and understanding the entire CI/CD flow, the DevOps flow, that is the main advantage of your course, I would say.
Yeah, that's good to hear, actually, Heman. Right. So people are asking. I think this question will go to both Maheshwari and Shweta, right? Because as of now, you are actually trying to get things on your platform, right? So Maheshwari, go ahead. Like, what are the platforms you are applying? Actually, maybe with this, people will understand. Okay, you need to do this. You are still struggling, I know, but yeah, you can definitely guide to the people who are watching us, right?
Yes, sir. The first thing is the major platform is LinkedIn, where you
Hmm.
can get to know connections with the hiring team. And the second is Naukri. So
Okay.
major is LinkedIn and Naukri, because Shine, Monster, and all I don't prefer. Like LinkedIn, you get to know hiring team. That's
Okay.
the
Okay. So only two platforms you are looking for the opportunities, right? Can
yes.
anyone wants to add some top of that, like any other platforms do you know where you go
If
ahead and apply?
they, and one more thing is, if they are looking for any startup companies, they can go for an angel list.
Okay, angellist.com, right?
Mm. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. That's good. Okay. So
There,
anyone wants to add, Rishabh?
yeah. So Insta Hire is like one of the other platform. So it will help you a lot because you need not to sign up and you need not to fill the information multiple times for each and every company. You can directly go and in a single click you can apply on the multiple companies.
Insta
Optimum
hire,
Hire,
right?
InstaHire, exactly.
Okay, okay, that's great.
And
Okay,
definitely you will get the call also. And Optim Hire and other hiring companies are there, which will take you and which will provide you the company information. Then you can apply on that thing. So
okay,
Optim
that's
Hire, Insta Hire, and if you are looking for the Gulf countries like out of the India, so naukrigulf.com is like one of the good website.
okay, that's great. So I think one question is flashing on the screen, and Gayatri is asking us, "Good to see you all, students of Praveen. What exactly you people suggest us to get motivated in Batch 3.0, and what is the level of hard work you people followed in terms?" Right. So who wants to go with this? You can just give the brief about this. I hope you are able to see the question also, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yes.
So I
So
just wanted to tell one thing to everyone, that the what is the difference between Praveen sir course and other courses. So basically, if you are like want to learn a single topic, so you can get on the YouTube, because I was following Praveen sir also. So he has a playlist, so you can go through that, and CICD, Jenkins, other tools you can directly check and have a content about it, like what is that, and you can have the knowledge of it. But with this course, you exactly get the knowledge of whole DevOps tool, like what is there in the DevOps, CI/CD to Kubernetes to Docker to Linux, each and every dot, and in the last, every dot will get connected in a project form. So this is the biggest motivation that actually taken me to in the batch 2.0.
okay, that's great. Anyone wants to answer Gayatri's question? Because I think Gayatri is asking like, what is the main motivation, right? I think getting a job is what main motivation is, and the level of hard work. I think you all have stayed till 16 session is what I think, right? You never missed any session is what I am thinking, because I connected with everyone. Like Shweta was there till last. Maheshwari also I see, Hemant, Rishabh, right? So Hemant, do you want to add anything on top of this?
Yes, I want to add the same point you have mentioned. Getting the dream job in dream organization is the motivation for everyone. But
Yes.
the level of hard work is completely different from person to person. See, from for a person who already knows DevOps, he or she might be interested in the advanced topics. But for someone who don't know anything, they have to start from the basics. So we cannot give one size which fits everyone. So everyone should channel their efforts accordingly, according to their need.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, Maheshwari, I think let's take you to this question. So, Raghu is asking which cloud you guys preferred actually, right? Because I teach AWS. So, what do you think that will it help to scale up, or do you still think that okay, you wanted to learn Azure, GCP? What is your take, Maheshwari, on this?
So I started learning with AWS. So
Okay.
basically, the thing is, AWS is like been for a long time, and AWS has a major hand compared to Azure and Google Cloud. And
Mm-hmm.
if you know AWS completely, Azure is also similar to AWS. So one platform, if we know completely, others it might be easier to learn.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to tell, right? If you know one platform, right, maybe with that you can scale up, right? I think Hemant knows because he's a little bit experienced person, right, in front of looking at bigger things, right? So Shweta, you being a fresher, right, now you got promoted as a software engineer. So what do you think, which cloud actually is playing an important role in companies where you are working, or actually with your friends you will be talking, right? So can you tell some limelight on that?
So many companies prefer for AWS. Mainly, they provide more services rather than like comparing to Azure or GCP. But
Okay.
in DevOps perspective, Azure DevOps is the major it has been used.
Okay, in your organization, right? By the way.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so tell me one thing. So this is really good, right? So because you are using Azure DevOps now, whatever you learned was AWS. So were you
Mm.
able to relate both the things, or any difficulties, challenges are there? Can you just
No,
limelight?
services are similar, but naming conventions may be different.
Okay,
Uh, if we know we can if we they have the basic understanding in the cloud, they can easily understand both any kind of cloud.
okay, that's great. So I see one more question where Nikhil is asking, right? Basically, for preparing to an interview, right? I see we all are strugglers, right? We all are strugglers. There is no one like you sit in the first round of interview, you get clear, right? We all faced rejections. and that's why we are here, and we will do the same thing, right? We will learn from our rejections and pass. So how did you prepare for the interviews, right? So maybe Rishabh can answer this question, right? So basically, I know everyone is learning now. So if any time you would have attended any interview, so what preparation strategy you would have observed?
So yeah, the way I prepared, I will let you know that first thing that we need to understand the requirements of the company. There are some basic requirements for the fresher that every company is looking for. That is the like we need to understand like few of the AWS services, AWS or like any cloud platform services. Other than that, Linux is the must. Linux, you need to understand like each and everything of the Linux, because Linux is a thing that every interviewer will ask you multiple questions on Linux only. Other than that, right nowadays Docker and Kubernetes everyone is asking. So you, if you are a fresher, then you need to have an understanding, like basic understanding, that what is Docker, what the orchestration tool is doing. And if you have a little knowledge of Ansible, Terraform, so these are the major skills that every company is actually looking for. So if you have a little idea about this, so you will be definitely taken as a like high priority.
Great. So I think Linux, what you have told is very, very much important, because when I was doing my job switch, right, entire concepts were on Linux. So I think that has helped me. So Rado is asking, are you guys work from home or work from office? So what is your take on this actually?
I am doing work from office.
Okay, what about Hemant?
It's a hybrid work.
Hybrid. Okay, I'm also in hybrid. And Shweta?
I'm from working from office.
Office only. And Maheshwari, what about you?
Work from home.
Okay, so I think it's a mix and match of everything, and basically it depends on the company, like what they want their employees to do, actually, right? So that's what. So Gayatri is telling thank you to us for answering her question. So one more question is flashing. Arvind is telling how difficult for engineer from non-IT to switch into DevOps. So maybe who will take this, because I know everyone is an engineer right now, and who would like to answer this question? Maybe for Arvind's, right? I see so many questions are coming, so just short and sweet, maybe we can answer this question.
I want to answer it in one line. Means
Okay,
how bad Arvind wants to be a DevOps engineer is that much difficult.
correct. So I think, Arvind, see, simple it is. How non-IT is getting converted into IT is what important is, right? So how much you put the hard work, as Hemant said, that itself will state that okay, someone has moved into the non-IT to IT. But I have few students who have been converted. You are BPO, right? And when I started in LinkedIn in teaching, when I was teaching, so at that time people were actually BPOs and everyone, right? Hard disk management team and everyone. So they have converted into DevOps. So that's what, like, it depends on your hard work. So Naveed is asking what the best tools we can use to secure our application. Which tool you guys are using in your organization? So who wants to go with this question? Maybe anyone can answer. And Shweta, Maheshwari, anyone, right? Or let who wants to go?
Yeah, I'll take this question, Praveen.
Yeah,
One thing I want to make it clear for maybe everyone: there is no best tool.
yeah,
It all depends on the project. It all depends on the requirement. It all depends on the client. Maybe sometimes. So we should understand the entire flow, the DevOps culture, how it should be. The tools can be changing, the requirements can be changing, the clouds can be changing. But once we are clear with the concept, then all these things are, all these kind of things doesn't matter.
yes, definitely. And maybe I can tell few of the tools from my past experience to Naveed, right? Which we will be learning in the batch 3.0. And I would like to tell you, like, Fortify is the one, Black Duck is the one, check marks, right? So these are the security tools which we will definitely see in 3.0. And yes, as you all know that batch by batch, I always try to inculcate new tools, right? So in this 3.0 also, I have introduced new projects as well as new tools also. So do check out that, right? So Wilson is asking, yes, Wilson is asking how much coding is required. I think maybe because Maheshwari and Shweta are as of now freshers, right? So what do you think, both of you, regarding this? How much coding is required in DevOps?
So, like basic knowledge is needed, and shell scripting and Python for the basics is needed.
Okay. So
So
what about
not
Mahesh?
depth.
Okay.
Uh, like the basic knowledge, like the concept of how to debug, all that basic thing, and Python scripting is required.
Okay, but Maheshwari, one question to you. You are a chatbot developer, right? And in batch 2.0, you with the concepts, whatever we learned, you integrated that with your chatbot and deployed that into Kubernetes, right?
Yes,
So did that project actually open your mind up like, okay, the entire
yes,
CICD flow is like this? Yes,
yes, sir. The
that's
complete thing I did, and I also did monitoring also, but
yes.
I didn't post that.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yes, people are asking. So Pujita is asking, can we get a job with 8 weeks course that too weekends? So if anyone wants to answer, you can answer, or else I will take this question.
It
One
depends
thing
on how,
Yeah, go ahead.
it depends on how you are dedicated to the course.
Okay. What about Hemant?
weekends anyway, yeah, there will be live sessions, but the entire week we should dedicate to the
Correct.
preparation. It is not
That's what
just one
I
day.
was about to tell. Yes. And what about Rishabh? What do you think, Rishabh? Right? Whatever we have learned, and whatever you put the hard work, right? That is what important is. So, what do you think about this question? What Pujita is asking? Okay, Rishabh. Okay, Rishabh's network issue is there, but that's fine. I would say yes, it will help you, provided in the weekdays also you practice what is being told. Right? There is a proper plan which we follow, and all those things should be done. Right? Yes, he will join. So Kanu is here with us. I think I know him. He's he has been posting on LinkedIn. Because of some issues, he's not able to join Bash 3.0. But I think yeah. Hi Kanu. Thank you. So yes, Pradeep is asking this question again. I think Maheshwari and Shweta, you will be good. Can we expect interview calls for people having lesser than 2 years of experience? What do you think?
Like, sure,
Sorry.
uh, sure, bro, because it is not based on the experience, it is based on the skills and how they perform in the interview.
Mhm.
So, basic understanding itself, you will be getting so like many calls for the interviews.
Okay. And Maheshwari, what would be your take on this? Because I know that getting call is little bit difficult in nowadays, right? So, what is the take on your opinion on this question?
I think now I'm seeing there are openings like for less than 2 years. There are openings on Naukri and
Okay,
LinkedIn as well.
okay,
Maybe
that's great. Yeah, you were telling something. Go ahead.
no, they were like telling the market is low, but I could see there were openings for DevOps.
Okay, that's great. So yeah, actually, what I felt also is like there are openings for DevOps. It's just like we have to go and search in the market right now, right? How much actually we need it. So I think Arun is asking how much Python is required for DevOps. So Rishabh, would you like to go ahead with this? Like how
Yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
Python is needed?
Python is 100% required, I would say, or any of the language, but Python is like the most easiest language, and you should have the knowledge. Like recently, I have given one interview, and they have given a simple question, and that you need to basically they will judge you on the basic, like you have the basic understanding of the coding or not. So Python is required.
Okay. So can you just elaborate on that, right? What type of questions usually people are asking for Python actually?
See, the question I had got was simply a game kind of. A person will get a input, like a user need to have an input from the computer, and then he need to guess a number. A random number should be generated every time. So here comes a random function in the Python, right? And then he was asking like if the user should have five chances. So when he said five chances, there's a for loop that come in the picture. So this is like basically the understanding you should have. There won't be a very complex question, but simple question. Basically they will judge you on the basics, like you have idea or not.
Okay, that's great. So I think nowadays, right, Python, Shell, your Groovy, right, and little bit of coding here and there people are touching, right. With that, even I feel that yes, little bit is important. Whatever you are learning, learn to the best. So yes, Dhiman is with us. What are the primary tools and components as DevOps engineer uses on daily basis? So I think it applies for everyone, and anyone can answer this.
So to answer this question, he should take the example of the entire CI/CD workflow, and he
Okay.
should understand right from when the code is pushed in to the repository and to the deployment and monitoring. He should understand every phase. Then, yeah, the tools come in place. There are multiple tools for everything. So the standard tools we can say like Git for the source code management, the Jenkins for pipelines, and
Yes.
for building, if it's a Java project, we can take the Maven tool. For pushing it, we can take Nexus or JFrog as repository manager. Again, to containerize it, we'll take Docker. To push
Okay.
container orchestration, Kubernetes.
Okay. I think,
Yeah,
yeah, whatever the tools and technologies we usually see in our day-to-day life, I think that is what we have to use and apply, right? So I think
yes,
that is
yes.
a straightforward answer. So Amruta Mali is asking, right, if you have 4 to 5 years of experience in other field, right? So she has not completed her question, but yeah, what I guess is, if you have 5 years experience in other field, can we become a DevOps engineer? This is what our question is. So I think I will take that question. It's probably yes. We have to divide your number of experience as 3 plus 2, or what you call like 2.5 plus 2.5, right? And that's how we define and design your resume, right? So I would say yes, you can move, right? Uh, okay, again, non-IT question. Okay, Rado is telling thank you and he's happy. Okay, see, this is one question where Yashwant is asking, hi, how should one answer questions on Terraform infrastructure with 3-tier application? So anyone who can answer this, please, you are welcome to answer this question. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So basically, for a 3-tier application, see, whenever there is a CI/CD pipeline running into the picture, right? What happens basically is, each application, right? Your front end, your back end, right, or the microservice architecture has a single pipeline. So what we will do usually in any company, when we design the microservice architecture, we design its infra components in Terraform, right? And with the help of your Jenkins pipeline, we call the Terraform script and we make the infra setup for that particular deployment. So it's like each pipeline will have each Terraform module, and with that we deploy each of the components. So that is very simple and straightforward. And in Bash 3.0, you will see that basically for one application how we design the Terraform infrastructure, right? So just a heads up for everyone, those who are watching us, if anyone wants to join the Batch 3.0, you can easily join. The links are in description, right? And yeah, from Saturday we are starting the actual projects, classes and everything. If you are willing to join, you can definitely join. So I see many questions are there. Any certification? Okay, now certification is very important. And Advik is asking, any certification is required, that is Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, for first job? So who would like to answer on this?
So I will take it, sir.
Yeah.
So for a fresher, if you are having a certificate, so it will definitely take you on the priority. So there are multiple certifications, but you need to understand that your certification should be like have some credibility. It's not like simply Udemy courses. You, if you are having some AWS certifications, so some basic certification for the DevOps is cloud practitioner. So later on you can go as a solution architect, then DevOps pro, something like that. So if you are having a cloud practitioner, I think its cost is near about 3,000 only. So
Okay.
it's like a plus point for you.
Okay. So you have done that certification, Rishabh?
I am I am
Okay.
doing preparation for solution architecture.
Okay, that's what. So if anyone wants to connect or take help from Rishabh, you can definitely reach out to him. Rishabh will share his LinkedIn ID in the chat if possible, right?
Yeah.
So Ajit is asking, it will be helpful for us if you share your interview experience. So I think this question will be apt for Shweta and Maheshwari. Maybe Shweta can answer this, being a fresher, right? So how was your interview experience? How many rounds? Was it really difficult? What is the standards? Maybe you can explain.
Uh, uh, I got one interview round. In the first question, I was got about the Python, and I solved the logic, but I didn't get the output. And after that, they asked about the SQL and how joins are worked in SQL commands. And later on, in which cloud would you prefer? They have asked, and I told that AWS and Azure. And they have asked the basic questions like what are the services are available in AWS, how S3 works with EC2 instance, and what do you know about the putty, and basic questions, bro, not like in depth.
Okay, got it. So it's like he's judging the entire things
Hmm.
from you, right? How whether you are knowing SQL means literally one has to actually know like how SQL is working. So I think it's really good to know that. So Pandu is asking manifest file and Ansible playbook. Do really interviewers ask us to write by sharing screen? What do you think?
For the experience, they ask.
They ask, right?
Yes.
Even for me, people have asked. I have shared my screen, and one good point what Shweta mentioned, I would like to highlight. She told that they asked her the scenarios, right? How SQL is working, how joins are working, and that's what I think we should know how in real time the actual projects are working. So yes, Rishabh, people are asking, right? Cates and playbooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Even
That,
yeah,
that what I said.
I for me also I've got such questions.
Yes, yes, yeah. I think everyone gets that, right? That's good. So Sumi Sheikh is asking, which resources do you refer for learning new DevOps methodology or technology? So what is the take on this question? You can just tell.
Do
So
follow
I
Praveen
would,
sir and its course.
Okay, that's fine. What about Shweta? Shweta was telling something.
apart from the live courses, I would say that I prefer Code Cloud because they are providing courses as well as the hands-on labs. So
Hmm.
after completing each module, they will be giving some questions in DevOps, and we have to complete with it. So you will be
Okay,
getting
like
get
assignments
idea.
kind of. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's really good. I think assignments will play an important role, right? Maybe in batch 3.0, that is what we can include also, right? I will just check. Right. Again, Sahil is asking again. We have covered this question just to flash on the screen. How I am a fresher and how can I become DevOps, right? So again, Maheshwari and Shweta, right? What actually made you to come to DevOps field, right? Because you never know that what is DevOps, but in mind or someone would have told that there is a stream called DevOps engineering. So what was your actual start point, Maheshwari?
First, I started with cloud, AWS cloud. So I
Mhm.
learned about cloud and I did certification. And
Okay.
then later, when I'm starting to know more about cloud, then I started, okay, there's a field of DevOps where you can do the deployment. So that's how then I got to know you and then I took up your course.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. So Shweta, what is
So
your thought? Like who introduced you to the DevOps field actually?
like I was learning about Linux, and I heard about the DevOps and cloud. So I started learning from the prerequisites of what DevOps and how actually it works. So
Okay.
starting from the Linux and shell scripting, and then I have started with the AWS cloud and DevOps tools.
Okay, that's great. I think it was started as an interest and then slowly you converted into an DevOps engineer. So Rishabh, there, Nikhil is asking you the direct question. Do you have any dumps for the AWS certification exam?
Terms basically mean some courses content what he's asking, right?
Matlab, some sample questions, right, where he can
There are
practice.
multiple, like I have gone through multiple questions today. Only I was checking in LinkedIn, one
Okay,
person named as Lokesh Kumar, I think so. He has given like full 199 pages of PDF. So
okay.
whole is for AWS solution architect. And
So Nikhil,
if you will
just
go
connect
through
with
Udemy
Rishabh.
courses also, if you
Yeah.
will go through Udemy courses also, you will definitely get a full course on that.
Okay, that's great. So I think Nikhil, if you want to connect with Rishabh, you can connect with Rishabh and get help from him, right? So yes,
Praveen,
Adarsh is asking. Yeah, who
Praveen,
was that?
I would like to add one point here.
Please,
Hemant.
please go ahead, please.
So before asking, first of all, I don't like the word dumps. I'm not sure why I'm allergic to that word. First,
Okay,
have your concepts clear before clearing any certification. And Rishabh have mentioned one very good point. Without having the credibility of that certification, even if you have certification, that doesn't matter. That doesn't put you or that doesn't take you anywhere. So I would suggest everyone to please go through the concepts first, and then at a later point of time, before giving the exams, then they can check for this mock papers or these kind of things.
yes, yes, yes. I think that is what really you have told, right? I think that justifies what exactly we need to do. It's not all time dumps. It's all about concepts. And even though you don't have the certification, that's completely fine. Knowledge you have, then you can crack it. So Keshav is asking me this question, Praveen sir, as you are putting 12 projects in your course. So we have to speak on what we get in interview call being a fresher. Yes, you have to speak where whatever projects you have done, that only we will keep it in resume, and on based on that only for a fresher people will ask. So not to worry, right? And if something gets asked which you don't know, you have to make on notes, and after that you have to search for the answer for that, right? For next interview we will be becoming more stronger, right? Okay, Adarsh is asking, is there any website like HackerRank for DevOps learning and solving? So I don't know, basically for, like HackerRank kind of DevOps learning and solving. Maybe you guys, if anyone knows, you can answer. Others.
I haven't seen anything like that till now.
Okay, so I think for DevOps, maybe Hemant, with your experience, what do you think?
I mean, it's our own learning and
Yeah.
installing the tools.
I think that is what I would also say, right? So Raghu is asking one interesting question. Any challenges faced with automation tasks in DevOps?
Like lot of challenges are there every bit. Like if something, whatever you want to do a task, if it is not executing, so they here comes the, like if you are an experienced person and if you are going for an interview, they will asking these kind of questions only, the troubleshooting steps. So
Correct.
yeah, these are the things, like these kind of challenges we always see, and it depends on the tool wise, like whatever you want to do.
Okay, so anyone would like to add, because this is what main important question is. What are the automation tasks, right, and challenges? Maybe Hemant or Maheshwari, with your experience, you can add.
I want to add one point,
Yeah,
Praveen, here. So before jumping into automation directly, first we should tell any interviewer that we had knowledge of the process. First, we should fix the process because automation is just a force multiplier. If you do good, it will multiply. Even if you do bad, it will multiply. So we
yes,
should be clear about the process before jumping into automation and discussing all those things. But that this is the pro tip that many people fail to answer to interviewers.
yes. I completely agree with that. I think that is correct. So Krishna Priya is asking, will they ask to write any programming related questions in interviews? So according to me, it's yes. But yeah, you can give your opinion also, anyone.
Yes, because they will be skilling up, like say, they will be seeing our programming skills, how far we are good with that particular language.
Okay, I think that is true, right? And people are actually filtering out. And as you see in the previous times, right, there was no coding questions asked. But yeah, as we are growing and competition is becoming tough, definitely coding questions are being asked. So I think this is good, right? So yes, Tushar is asking, I have a testing experience, but now I am jobless. So after course, I will, as a fresher, or this experience count or not? So I think this question is for me, and yes, your experience will be counting, and we will be definitely considering your testing experience. We will make sure like we divide your experience into 3 plus 2, whatever I told. I follow that agenda, right? It's not like completely we make you fresher, because no one will give the job, because you will be passing out at some point of time, and we are searching at some point of time. So that will be really other thing. So yes, Nageshwar Pandey is asking, is there any tips you want to give us? I am thinking to do AWS SAA certification. So who will take this question?
Maybe I'll take it because I've
Yeah,
done AWS SA certification 1 or 2 years back. So that the only course I've followed is Stephen Marek course in Udemy. That's I
correct.
think more or less is sufficient for the preparation. The tip for clearing the exam is keep on grinding the concepts. Make as notes like you also tell this point many times, Praveen. I also
Yes.
may tell this point. We should make notes of it. But at the end, after reaching the end of the course, it is 27 or 28 hours. We may not be remembering everything. So the notes helps. This is the pro tip. This helped me clear that exam.
Yes, I think there are many things, and please follow maybe Hemant. You can check, right? Hemant Sai, his name is. He's from Verizon. You can connect with him and you can take the guidance, right? So Shweta is asking, I have 5 years experience as developer. I am taking course now. So in resume, should I put 5 years experience or 1 year DevOps? Will salary downgrade? Okay, I think everyone is behind this only. So 5 years, always make sure you are keeping 3 plus 2 or 4 plus 1. That's completely fine. There is no issue with your salary. It will always upgrade, because being a developer, right? I think you all will also agree, Rishabh, Maheshwari, being a developer and being a DevOps engineer, it's an added advantage, right? We can do coding at the same time. We can also give some new automation things. That is what I believe, right? I think that is what we all should believe actually, right? So One Life is asking, there are so many unique names. Any DevOps challenges you have participated, or any sort of things like hacker rank? Someone was asking any sort of things you guys are participating, or any sort of things you want to tell to community, because I don't know, maybe you can know, you can inform them.
Like Microsoft has started a cloud challenge where we will, after completing the challenge, we will be getting free vouchers for the Microsoft certifications. So I
Okay.
started with the challenge.
Oh, you already started Microsoft challenge. So have you posted anything on LinkedIn? Because I will be sharing with the community if you have done something like that.
No, bro, I will reshare you.
Okay. Please share it with
Mm,
me so that I can
mm.
just put it in the Telegram chat and people can get benefited out of it. So anyone else who knows any challenges which is going on outside, any sort of things, hackathon or techathon, anything, please let me know. I will put in the chat, right? So yes, Shweta's question have been answered. I think Nikhil is again asking one more question. How can we integrate our experiences DevOps as we are working in different domains in our companies? I think this question anyone can take, because you all are working now and you will be knowing like what is the current requirement, right? So anyone can take this question.
One thing is integration definitely depends on how we break the career. I mean the experience, like 3+2 or 4+1, how it is based on how much experience we have put in resume as DevOps. The interview entirely goes in that way. It doesn't
Correct.
mean that if we have 5 years overall experience, he's asking 5 years DevOps experience questions.
Yes, I think that is what the truth is, right? And it's as you go ahead, right? As you learn DevOps, then only you will understand like, okay, how actually you can come into DevOps from different domain, right? So before taking one more question, I would like to tell you, please like the video, right? I see 100 plus people have joined, so at least 50 likes, at least make it, please, right? And you can after the live is completed, you can ask any sort of queries on the same video, and anyone from the panel, right, they can answer you, right, and they can guide you, because I am probably into different experience now, and I have the panels with a different set of experience, so mindsets are different companies, so definitely you will get the help, right? So Raghu is asking again, do you use Jira tool or any other tools? How frequently do you have Scrum calls?
Scrum calls entirely depends on the project and the
Yes.
tools also. For some projects, use Jira tools. Like someone have said, I think Shweta have said they are using Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps has a Azure boards, which is like Jira. So
Yes.
it all depends on the project
Okay,
how they
yeah.
are
So
working.
what about you, Maheshwari? So what is used in your organization?
We use Skype, so totally it'll be like any. It is a startup company, so we don't use Jira tools. So any issues, they just do a Skype call.
Okay, that is like it's like whenever they need any help, they just come in and they just
Just
ask you the help.
come,
I
or
think
they
that is,
drop email.
yeah, that is okay. I think so. Rishabh, what about you? Do you have any Jira tools or something like that?
Yeah, we are using Jira.
Acha, okay, that is good. Even my project, we are using Jira tools where we have the Scrum calls and everything. I think so many questions are coming in, guys. Best challenge. Okay, this is again Gautam is asking me. Would your course teach Azure DevOps too, and it would be good enough to become a DevOps architect? So what I would say is, my course will teach you the DevOps, right? Not on Azure DevOps, but it will be good. You can become the architect. That's completely good. So let me again take one more question. Deepak is asking, what are the expectations from 10 years experience guys showing 2 years experience in DevOps? What will be the level of questions? Any high level sample questions? Maybe this one Hemant can answer, because among us, right, he is good in terms of knowing the things. So Hemant, maybe you can answer this question.
Maybe at 10 years experience, he'll be going as a lead mostly.
Correct.
So
Correct.
he should be having complete clarity on the process rather than the insisting tool on different tools and things. First, he should be having good knowledge on the DevOps culture. Even though, I mean, as I've told, I'm telling this point many times, but this is the truth. Every project doesn't do DevOps the same way, so
Yes,
it
I
all
think
depends. So
yes.
If we have clarity on the entire process, the flow, then automatically rest of the things fall in place.
Yes, I think that is good. So, creative person is asking. So, by the name itself, hello, sir. I'm a graphic designer now changing to platform AWS DevOps. So, in resume, what have to mention? Fresher or 1 year's experience? Bolke. So, I think again, Maheshwari, you can take this question because you are actually having 2 years experience and you know how it is difficult to get transition, right? And you are really working hard. So, maybe you can take this question.
If you are a graphic designer and then having 1 year experience, then he need to upgrade himself to that 1 year experience ka level and then give interview according to that.
Correct, correct. Because why I am telling to you always, because I know Maheshwari is basically a chatbot developer and she is good at developing those things, but still she wanted to move into DevOps. I think that is what the main challenge was. But she learned, she's trying hard. I think she will be definitely achieving it because I know how hard work people are putting in getting the things what they need, right? So, so I think Shweta is asking one more question. When I see the job requirement, most of the things we won't be knowing, but still if we clear and get into job, do they expect from very start? I mean, an individual contributor, will it make a star? So who wants to take this answer? And very important question Shweta has asked. So anyone who wants to take.
Yeah, I want to add because so I the previous company I worked in, I worked for a different role, and now although I'm working on a DevOps role, but I have different responsibilities. These responsibilities definitely change from company to company, and the expectations are also high when we are getting into more experienced kind of persons.
Okay, I think
So it is
that's
not difficult to manage. Once we have the clarity, once we keep up to the mark, we can handle them.
That's correct. That's true. And I think that, see, when you are learning something, right, challenges will be there. And probably people will be considering you as an individual contributor based on the position you are going. But yeah, you can scale up because you have the experience to do that, right? So I think we have taken most of the questions and people are still questioning, putting so many questions. And I have told them 30 to 35 to max 40 minutes of time I will be utilizing from them, right? Because they all have their work to do, right? I think we have almost 1 hour close to, so I will not be wasting their time mostly, and whatever the rest of the questions I'll be taking in. So Hemant, Maheshwari, Rishabh, and Shweta, right? So it was really nice talking to you all, right? I think you guys are really awesome. The way you have converted yourself from nowhere to where you are, and still I want you all to achieve a bigger heights, right? Even I will be working hard with you all, right? So let's see and hope. It was really hope to the best, right? So any closing lines you want to say? Maybe I will start with Shweta because she's a fresher. We'll go as an experience wise. Shweta, you want to tell anything to the viewers, those who are watching?
So, if you want to learn DevOps or cloud, start with the prerequisites and have the basic understanding in any programming languages.
Okay,
And start with the basics and work on it. And if you have some experience, like hands-on experience, that will be more good.
great. And guys, don't leave the session. Just 5 minutes, I will be completing and talking with them. And after that, we will be talking and I will be taking few of you live, right? And you can talk with me. So don't skip this class, right? So, sorry, session, right? So, Maheshwari, what is your key takeaways?
Like first when I started learning DevOps, I started with Udemy courses. Then I was very lazy. I have still not completed that course. It's been like almost 6 months or something. But when I took a live session, it was nice. There was an interaction between the teacher and the thing. So that motivated a lot, and that's how I was able to learn many things in 2 months.
Great. That's awesome, Maheshwari. Thanks for that. So going on to Rishabh, what is your thought? What are the things you want to tell to maybe juniors, seniors, those who are watching us? 75 plus people are watching us, so maybe you can tell.
Okay. So the only one thing that I follow and that will be always helpful to you is a keep learning attitude. So a lot of times when you are in the interviewer also know that nobody has a full knowledge of each and every tool, right? But if
Yeah.
you are having a learning approach, if you are having a learning attitude determined towards the learning part, you will definitely grow wherever you are, in whatever the field you are.
Great, that's awesome. So coming on to Hemant, what do you want to tell to all the DevOps community or the budding engineers?
So only one thing I would say: keep grinding, keep learning all the time. Don't give up on learning, as Rishabh said. I like that point. So you have to continuously learn. There are many changes coming in and many things to learn. We should keep on learning. That will really help. And if you are in a place to help someone, I would request everyone to please help. Or if you
Yes,
are seeking help from anyone, I would request the community to help them. We
that's
should
that's
go together. That's how, I mean, that's the line you take it. I like that. That's why I've told
great,
that.
great, great. So Rishabh, I think Nikhil wants to connect with you, right? So
Okay.
if you are okay, you can share your LinkedIn link. I will
I
keep it
have
in
sh-
the
I have shared on the comment
chat.
section Rishabh Tripathi 123, and
Okay.
moreover, I also want to add one more point. Like if you want to check my videos, you can check on the YouTube channel Camera with Rishu. it's
What is that channel? Please, you can tell. Maybe people
Camera
will
with Rishu,
camera with Rishu. Okay.
and
So
with
please,
like inspiring with Praveen sir. Also, I have put two videos over
okay.
DevOps. Yeah.
That's really good to hear from you, Rishabh. Maybe you can type in the chat and I will highlight that comment because people really come forward now. When you come forward and share your knowledge, you you unknowingly get things on your way, right? So maybe
Correct.
Rishabh,
Correct.
you can put it and put your LinkedIn ID. People will connect with you.
I'm
So yes,
doing it right away, sir.
yeah, please do it. So I think yes, Keshav, that's true, right? So Gayatri is waving hands, thank you, and Hemant, especially you, Gayatri is telling thanks, Hemant, right? And so many people. Kanu, see, people from USA have joined to watch us live, guys. Kanu, I remember for batch 3.0, he was having payment issues, payment gateway issues. I think still he is having that because for our 3.0, there are some international payment issues, right? That is what we have to say, right? Yes, I think Rishabh has given the data, right? Maybe you can check. So thank you all for joining today's live session, right? Thank you, Hemant, Shweta, Maheshwari, and Rishabh. You all are awesome. Keep doing the hard work. Maybe again we will meet in some time for a live session, right? Thank you.
Thank
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 you
you
you,
so
so
much,
sir.
much.
sir.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yes, great, great. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, that was the people. Okay, now let's talk what I wanted to share you all. I will share my screen. Before leaving, let's see few things what exactly I was talking about in batch 3.0. So guys, this is our platform which you are seeing. So as of now, this is the batch 3.0 which is going live now. So you can see it has already started, but the things which has started is this one. So I have already completed the bridge course for you all, and you can see I have given the PDFs and class one notes also. This is basically the fundamentals of what you have to learn actually, and from there how you can set up your tools. So these two sessions have been completed, and I've already given the documents and class notes to everyone, right? So once you enroll, then you will get all the things in your bucket, right? And from here you can join with me, right? From this Saturday, right? 3rd June, 9 a.m., right? Basically this timings I will change. As you all know, this will be 6 a.m. for Saturday session alone, right? So I hope you are able to understand what I'm telling. So if anyone wants to enroll, you can click on this enroll button, and you can just proceed here with your data, and automatically you will get all the data in your registered email ID. So I hope I have made it sense, right? Right, all are clear, right? Okay, Monu. Okay, so some questions are here. Monu is here. I think all are clear. So this is what I will keep it, and I will take some questions now from the chat. Right. So Gautam is asking best challenges. Please follow the link. Now, some of Singham, the projects that you are teaching, do we have to apply and include in current company roles and responsibilities? Yes, it is really important, Nikhil. You have to apply in your current company. At the same time, make sure you are trying ways to put that projects in the current company, right? I remember some of my student told that they have put the monitoring project which we have done in 2.0, right? And he got a yes, Pranay Sahare, right, from batch previous batch. So he was telling me that. So I think that is what it's very important to know, right? And any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Is there any suggestion from your experience how to make basics clear and strong? So, Ajit, right? Whenever you are talking about basics, first give some time to understand what tool you are learning, right? So there are plenty of videos which can really help you, right? And apart from that, there are many things in the market, and my content is basically on the job ready, right? If you go through the content, right, it will be having basics, fundamentals, the prerequisites, and your job ready content. So what I give is, I give you some job, right, and the content which you need to clear the job, right? So yes, let's see what are the other things I have. Cannot see Rishabh's message. Can you please highlight it? Even I didn't saw. Maybe he put in the private chat. Yes. So maybe I will put for you all. Right. Yes, I will put. Yes, this is what Rishabh's ID is. Uh, right. Okay. So for everyone, those who are asking for discount, right, you can use one code which I will be telling now, right? Just give me one moment. Maybe I will check here, and I will tell you all, right? Yes. So the code for today is your dev last. So as you all know, this will be your last time when you are meeting with me, right? And then straightforward, we will be going to the live classes, right? And dev last is the code to use in batch 3.0. This is the dev last code, right? So if anyone is willing to join, you can join here, and I will share the bit.ly link also with you all, so that you all actually know what is happening, right? So okay, yes. So replace this code. I will just show you in the screen, right? So here is this. You have to apply the code here, and dev last. You can apply here and apply, and this will come to here, and you can proceed with the checkout, right? So those who are interested, you can apply. Can I make payment via remotely money transfer? No, Kanu. Everything has to be come through the website itself. I see many have done the payments from Razorpay and international payments. You can take help from anyone from your friends, those who have the PayPal wallet, right? And you can definitely get the help, right? So yes, I think Monu is asking, मेरा मैसेज बिल्कुल क्लियर दिख रहा है, नेम भी बोला बट आंसर नहीं दिया. रुक जाओ, बोल रहा हूँ मैं. कहाँ है आपका मैसेज? प्लीज आंसर सर. ओके. मनु's क्वेश्चन इज दिस. हाय सर, मैंने एमएससी किया है, मैंने एमएनसी फार्मा कंपनी में 6 months वर्क भी किया है, पर यहाँ 7 days में शिफ्ट चेंज होती है. 3 शिफ्ट थी, सब बिगड़ जाता है था. ओके, आई अंडरस्टूड ना. 18 के देकर AWS सर्टिफिकेशन किया मैंने अभी. फार्मा में इंटरव्यू दिया तो कंपनी में हो गया. R&D में IT में वेट करना चाहिए या फार्मा? सो मैं बोलूंगा यार देखो, इफ यू आर नॉट हैप्पी विद द करंट पोजीशन एंड रोल, राइट मोनू, तो मैं बोलूंगा आप जैसे AWS सर्टिफिकेशन किए हो वैसे और थोड़ा जहां से भी पढ़ना है वहां से पढ़ लो और आईटी में आ जाओ, बिकॉज आई थिंक यू आर फेसिंग लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्टी और आपका मन भी खुश नहीं है अभी, राइट? तो आपका मन जहां खुश होगा वहीं काम कीजिए. व्हाट माय सजेशन इज, अगेन स्पेंड सम मोर टाइम, डू द हार्ड वर्क. आप जैसे अभी कहीं काम कर रहे हो फार्मा में, उसका काम कंप्लीट करिए, घर आइए, थोड़ा टाइम आपके पढ़ाई में भी दीजिए. विद दैट इट विल रियली हेल्प यू, राइट? ओके मोनू, गॉट इट? आई होप you are good, right? So Deepak is asking, can you make course on or a video for doing open source contribution DevOps? Definitely, I will do that. You will get 1 year access, right? So don't worry about the access. My target is you get the job within 2, 4, and 6 months, right? Okay, I think this is all done, and I'm really happy. Please like the video if you have liked the content, and I think you have asked many questions to all my students of batch 1 and 2, and they have made it answer, right? So I think you all are happy, and with that, I think I am also happy that I have talked with you all. It was really good to talk with you all, right? Yes, Shweta is asking, Praveen, I have seen the tool setup commands. For now, you have provided, I was able to set up. So in real-time organization, we would be getting command. No, we will not be getting commands, Shweta. We have to do the Google search and get the answer for whatever we need, right? So that is what the things it should be asking. सुमी शेख, आपका प्रॉब्लम क्या है आप बता दो एक बार. आई थिंक आपका कमेंट नहीं आया मुझे, right? Wonderful, thanks for your reply. Thanks Keshav. Right, definitely I want to see you all in batch 3.0 where you come and talk and we will do the live projects, right, together. So yes, I think that's all for today's class, right? Thank you all for joining, and it's almost 10:05 now, right? क्या आपने संदीप खेरा बारे में सुना है? आप हमें 1 पेज resume and DevOps foreign jobs help करोगे सर? करेंगे, definitely करेंगे, no issues in that, right? So yes, thanks for joining. I think I have completely helped you all in my best possible way, right? And thank you all for joining. It was really nice talking to you all. See you all in next class, right? Wherever you and me get a chance. So do follow and please like the video and subscribe to the channel, right? Okay, thank you all. Thank you. I'm signing off. Best commands to get all DevOps related, best websites. YouTube channels are good, right? It's not like best websites or anything. YouTube channel you will get. Yes, thank you all. Thank you. We will meet in Saturday's class. That was really nice, right? Right. Okay, that's great. Thank you all. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, Arvind, I think you have joined Bash 3.0, so we will talk there. So there is plenty of time to cover all those things, right? Mock already हमने किया है, mock interviews. Please check in my YouTube channel. हमने mock already किया है, Ramesh, right? So just check that. Okay. Thank you all. It was really nice. Take care. Good night, and we'll meet in the Saturday session at 6 p.m. Saturday's class at 6 p.m. If anyone wants to join, please join. We will see. Okay. Thank you. This is Singham signing off. Yes.